Hello and welcome back to Finding the Alternative short video series. This is video number 3 where we'll talk about the fig tree. Let's go. First off, the WMSCOG teach that the fig tree or Israel blossoming in 1948 is a sign of Christ coming on the clouds, right? For instance, the Old Testament teaches us that there are signs of Jesus coming on the clouds, virgin birth, being given the name Emmanuel, etc. The impression is given that the fig tree operates the same way to recognize Jesus coming on the clouds. However, if that is the case, shouldn't we be looking for someone who came on the clouds, aka born in the flesh, in 1948? Because in Matthew chapter 24, the Bible says he is near, not he is here, when the fig tree blossoms, correct? But the WMSCOG say that Ahnsahnghong was already here 30 years before the fig tree blossomed. Then, how on earth is that the sign of Jesus coming on the clouds? Coming on the clouds means he was born, not beginning his ministry. Was the virgin birth the sign of Jesus coming on the clouds or not? The virgin birth or him being given the name Emmanuel was not the sign of his ministry, was it? Then if the fig tree is a sign of Jesus coming on the clouds, it means he should be born in 1948, not begin his ministry in 1948. You might say, well, it says he is near right at the door. Right, but remember, near does not mean here, does it? Even still, that doesn't mean he has opened and walked through the door, to say nothing of 30 years prior. I can say, I'm near right at your house, or near right by your house. It doesn't mean I'm in the driveway or coming through the front door, right? The point is, coming on the clouds means him being born in the flesh. If that is the case, we should be looking for someone born in the year 1948 when the fig tree blossoms. Nowhere in the Bible does it say coming on the clouds is beginning a ministry. Either Ahnsahnghong comes in 1918 and that is the year he comes on the clouds, or we should be looking for someone who was born or came on the clouds in 1948. Again, coming on the clouds has nothing to do with beginning a ministry. Or you must say that the fig tree is not actually the sign of Jesus coming on the clouds, but rather when his ministry starts. I would love to see the biblical references to prove that one. Leave it in the comments. You may say, well then how could he fulfill King David's prophecy then? He still can. Someone can be born in 1948 and then be baptized in 1978 at 30, then preach for the remaining 37 years, followed by passing away at 67. This fits the prophecy so much better. But again, the fig tree is simply a parable. Jesus says when you see these things meaning multiple events, you know that his time to come is near. In short, the fig tree parable is simply saying that just as you see a tree blossom in spring after winter, you know summer is near. Again, the word is near, not here. In the same way, when you see disasters, wars, false Christs, false prophets, famines, etc., you know that Christ is near right at the door. In fact, if you read Luke chapter 21, it says all the trees, not just the fig tree. Again, the word is near, not here.